This video, From a Low Place to a Higher Place in God, explores how our life experiences, especially trials, can lead us to a deeper connection with God. This journey starts now. We turn to 2 Corinthians 1:3-5. God is the Father of mercy and the God of all comfort. He comforts us in our trouble so we can comfort others with the same comfort we receive through Christ. Continuing in 2 Corinthians 1:6-8, our troubles lead to your comfort and salvation. Paul shares the great burdens he suffered in Asia, which were beyond his strength, even leading him to give up hope for life. In 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 1-11, Paul explains this difficulty allowed them to trust in God, who raises the dead. God saved them and will continue to save them. Our prayers can help, prompting many to give thanks for God's blessings. We can look at life as a classroom. Since birth, we've been learning from experiences. Like school, we learn and are tested to retain what was taught to us throughout life. We are taught the foundations of learning, such as reading, writing, and arithmetic. Our paths diverge after learning, with some graduating, some pursuing trades, and others serving in the armed forces. Each step helps us grow. As we learn the foundations, some excel while others struggle. The paths we take, whether graduating, pursuing trades, or serving in the armed forces, are all part of our ongoing development. Each stage of our lives is essential for our growth. Every experience we encounter contributes to our development. We must also consider the value of experience. Even our failures often teach us more profound lessons than our successes. Learning from mistakes contributes significantly to our growth. Life's perspectives include both mountaintop and valley experiences. Before we accepted Christ, these might have seemed like just life. Yet, after giving our lives to Christ, things surprisingly began to get better. Paul offers a picture of truth by sharing his heart and not hiding his struggles or lows. He allows us to see him during his weakest times and even when he felt he was going to die. Going back in time, Acts 9:15-16 details the Lord's calling of Saul for important work, proclaiming the message to various peoples. The Lord also revealed that Saul must suffer for him. Paul's revelation in Philippians 3:10-12 expresses his desire to know Christ, the power of his resurrection, and to share in his sufferings. He strives to reach the goal Christ has for him. The trials Paul faced were a catalyst for a deeper understanding of himself and God. His transparency, whether in good times or bad, is a gift. His lessons from Corinth brought revelation to the believers at Philippi. Paul outlines his extensive trials in 2 Corinthians 11:23-24, where he states he worked harder than others. He endured being in prison more often, being beaten severely, facing death many times, and receiving 39 lashes 5 times. 2 Corinthians 11:25 shows that Paul was beaten with rods 3 different times, was almost killed with rocks once, and was shipwrecked 3 times. He even spent a night and a day adrift in the sea. Paul faced danger everywhere, according to 2 Corinthians 11:26. This included dangers from rivers, thieves, his own people, foreigners, and even false believers. His travels were full of perils in cities, the wilderness, and the sea. 2 Corinthians 11:27 highlights Paul's deprivation. He did hard, tiring work, often without sleep. He was frequently hungry and thirsty, sometimes without food, and endured being cold and without clothes. In 2 Corinthians 12:30, Paul says, "If I must boast, I will boast of the things that show my weakness." God is our ultimate source of comfort, even when we don't realize He is holding us together. What we endure is necessary for our development. Paul's greatest victory came after his suffering. He was the first to reveal the truth about the God of all comfort, even at his breaking point. Hebrews 4:14-16 states we have a great high priest who understands our weaknesses. Jesus, the Son of God, was tempted in every way, just as we are, yet remained sinless. He understands our struggles. Hebrews 4:16 encourages us to confidently approach God's throne of grace with Jesus as our high priest. There, we receive mercy and kindness to help us when we need it. Paul's experiences reveal that even in the most shadow-filled seasons, the Holy Spirit remains a constant presence. In the midst of agitation, he bends low, embracing us with divine reassurance and strength. We all have scars that tell a story, both visible and unseen. The God of all comfort understands how to comfort his children because of his human experience and trust in the Father. Comforted ourselves, we can now comfort others. Paul's personal struggle, though endured in heavy seasons, was not walked alone. He chose to share the depth of his personal struggle with us, offering a transparent account of his journey. We must continue to follow Paul's testimony, where he felt compelled to share his journey. He carries no shame, nor does he tremble at the thoughts of others. With transparency, he reveals his darkest seasons. I invite you to listen to his words not just physically, but by envisioning his presence as you gaze through time. In 2 Corinthians 1:8, Paul describes the burdens in Asia as greater than their own strength, leading them to despair. Verse 9 explains this happened so they would trust in God, who raises the dead, not in themselves. 2 Corinthians 1:10-11 assures us that God saved us from death's great dangers and will continue to save us. Our prayers also help, prompting many to give thanks for God's blessings because of their efforts. Romans 8:18 reminds us that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. God has moved us from a low place to a higher place. Jesus is the source of all our strength and peace, the God of all comfort. Our footsteps are ordered and secured by the Lord. He allows low places to move us toward our higher place in His divine purpose.